T.I. just made this whole surviving T.I. and Tiny situation 100 times worse after calling himself a pimp, saying he's a part of Pimp Squad and been pimping hard from the giddy up in his response to 50 Cent dropping the whole power shot on the Power Genesis theme song, right? Takes a shot at Tiny, says that T.I. forced, I repeat, forced Tiny to eat box. Well, if T.I. is gonna say he been pimping, is this gonna support any claims made against T.I. when it comes to those 30 women, those 30 alleged victims of T.I. and Tiny? Listen, gang, things are getting real crazy. I want you to hit the like button and hit the hype button, cause we about to get deep.
Got up on some boss shit and linked up with the
man. Oh, champ. Run up these likes, and make sure you hit the hype button, because the hype button helps the channel in a major way. Listen, gang, T.I. has definitely shot himself in the foot after making a response to 50 Cent's theme song for the newest edition of Power. Alright, T.I. went out his way to say that he's been pimping for a while, champ, for a long time, and it's this response. But this could also hurt him in the long run, because 50 Cent just announced that he's definitely doing a surviving T.I. and Tiny series. So with him saying that he's been pimping, support all the accusers' claims, because I believe there's about 30 accusers now. 50 put up 20 when he actually made his post, but did he mistake the two for a 3, champ, by mistake? I don't know, maybe it was a typo, but from my understanding, it's 30 victims accusing T.I. and Tiny of insane acts. Now, if you pay attention to 50's verse, when 50 did his verse for the newest edition of Power, you would hear 50 say, listen, your daddy made your mama eat every box in Atlanta. Now, listen, it's being said word on the street that T.I. allegedly forced Tiny to eat UPS boxes, champ. Yeah, he forced her to do it, champ. So when you say that you're pimping in response to a 50 Cent record, would this actually help the case of you being innocent in these allegations, champ, that's being put on you? Alright, now look, here's what I will say. T.I. has a history of doing some weird things, alright, that everyone is not cool with. Okay? Nearly trying to attack a woman just for making comedic jokes about his case and etc. and what have you. Listen, and we're not even gonna get on the Heimlich situation with his daughter, which was also weird. There's so many things that people have forgotten due to hating 50 Cent. Alright, I'm just saying. But it looks like T.I., like I said, has put himself in a nasty place right now without people even realizing it, because all it takes is a documentary with 30 women crying for the tables to just turn rapidly, if we're being honest, right? But let's take a look at exactly what T.I. said. That's definitely not a good look for him. Hit the like button and hit the hype button. Let's take a look.
Hey, listen, you ain't getting busy in my city, you got shit to look. Pimp Squad, we been pimping hard from the giddy up.
Champs, I don't know. Is that something that he should have said? Pimp Squad, we been pimping hard from the giddy up. That ain't good. Listen, saying you been pimping in 2025 ain't the best thing to do, champ. I ain't gonna lie, man. And based on these diss tracks, T.I. sticking by everything he's saying. So if you Pimp Squad, champ, that ain't good, champ. 30 women can be considered a squad for pimps, allegedly, right? I'm just saying. Now again, we understand that the victims here that are making the accusations against T.I. and Tiny are basically saying, hey, okay, we didn't get these charges put on them because of statute of limitation. So even with so-called evidence, statute of limitation is what harms the case from going forward, which harms charges being put on T.I. and Tiny for alleged acts, okay? But sometimes it's not about even if people, believe you did it. It's just the mere fact that people are saying you did it. Now, like I said, 30 of these women on camera will change the entire diaspora of what we have going on right now, gang. It'll be a wrap. Nobody will care about what Damani's talking about, what King is talking about, what T.I.'s talking about. Nobody will care. All that is out the window, champ. If Beyonce's fans can turn on her after she lost 30 million Instagram followers following the announcement of Jay-Z supposedly being on the Epstein list. 30 million followers going like that, and Beyonce is one of the biggest globally known superstars on the planet, champ. You think the same won't happen here? You gotta be insane, champ. All it takes is one thing to convince people that you are a creeper, that you are a weirdo, and this could get nasty. You feel me? You will be another Diddy, basically, evidently, champ. I ain't gonna lie. It's looking crazy, man. I don't know, champ. It's not looking good. I think T.I. is in over his head. I think that, listen, this may not end well. 50 Cent just revealed a remake of one of Max B's songs. Did I like it? No, I didn't like it, champ. I'm gonna be honest. People gonna call me biased, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't like everything that's 50's putting out. Now, the whole power theme, okay, smart. That's smart marketing. That's good. I get what he's doing. The Max B thing, not so much. I don't think Max B is a good choice of a feature, to be honest. But 50's doing him. I guess 50 felt like he, should put it out. He's trying to give Max B an alley-oop because Max B just came home. And 50 is somebody who helped Max B in the past, right? So, listen, that's cool, man. But do I like it? No, I don't. I'm not a Max B fan of his newest music at all because it doesn't sound good to me. 50 joining in doesn't make it better. I mean, 50 flow better than Max B on that remake, but it is what it is. I don't really care for it. I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't like everything that that artists put out all the time. It just wasn't it for me. I ain't gonna hold you. Now, some bozos may assume that that's a diss track. It's not. I heard the bars. That's not a diss track to anyone, champ. He's not trying to drop diss records. This is just a remake that he did with Max B. A remix on one of Max B's records. And that was it. Again, doesn't sound the best sonically. I feel like 50 was doing Max B a favor. I would have never did this record, but hey, 50 does what he does. Again, not a fan of that. I ain't gonna hold you. But it is what it is, man. But back to this whole surviving T.I. and Tiny situation. Like I said, if there is such a documentary coming out, if 50 is serious about it and he ain't just joking because he's gonna do something else instead of dropping a documentary. Listen, regardless if, there is no documentary, maybe Fifth has some other evil plans up his sleeve that he's gonna be doing in a few. Before anyone knows it, under everyone's known. Maybe that's what Fifth is gonna end up doing. You feel what I'm saying? So we don't know how far this can go. We don't know where this is gonna go. You dig? But one thing's for certain is if the documentary is released and these girls seem very truthful and these girls could convince the general public, 30 women, T.I. is in trouble. I ain't gonna lie, T.I. is in huge trouble. T.I. is not ready for the mess that will spill over after this. T.I. is very emotional, not the most strategic in the world, even though he makes it seem like he is, champ. Fifth can do anything and people will just drop diss records. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I'm not gonna lie. If T.I. and them respond from the Max B remix, that's nasty work. Like, bro, he's not even battling y'all. Let's not even make it seem like he is. 50's not in a battle. I repeat, 50's not in a battle. People keep pretending that this is a battle. This is not a battle, gang. We're not watching a battle. We're watching someone trying to force somebody into a battle who's not trying to do it. We're watching somebody try to gaslight somebody into a battle who's clearly not trying to battle, which is corny. Now, 50 Cent profits in all this. Why? You see what happened with the theme song. That's going to get insane motion, insane streams. In fact, the Power soundtrack is going to get, or theme song, soundtrack, theme song, I guess it's the same thing. Listen, this new Power theme song with 50 Cent and Old Boy on it is going to get more streams than every single thing that T.I., King Harris, and Damani put out all together. It's going to get double and triple those streams max. Because we have a song that's going to be a timeless song that's going to be played back to back versus songs that are just for the moment. T.I. and his son's songs will not be played past this week. After this week, if we don't get no more district, nobody's going back to listen to those songs. Those songs are old now. You feel what I'm saying? It's like for the moment. You dig? Like this was a once in a lifetime event, pretty much. Like we're not gonna see this ever again. Like we're not gonna revisit this for any reason because it won't be a memory in our heads. Because that's how much news comes through. That's how much content comes through. That this will be left in the past. So those diss records that T.I. and his sons drop will be a thing of the past. It's not gonna have any long haul effects, no longevity. People are gonna forget about it. Nobody's buying King Harris's or Damani's album, and it ain't promised that T.I.'s album's gonna even sell well, because it seemed like people way more invested in T.I. as he's doing these diss tracks versus him actually making regular music. If we being real about the situation, champs, let's be real. 50 Cent is a timeless artist. T.I. can make a song right now, it ain't gonna go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm lying, because T.I. does have a record on Billboard that's actually getting some motion on Billboard. So let me not say that. But as far as an entire album, no, T.I. is not gonna. Nobody really cares about the T.I. album. But T.I. can put out some good music. It's just that these diss records are getting more motion than the actual music, right? But again, this is all for the moment, because nobody's gonna play these diss tracks after the fact. Like it's done, it's over with. This was a moment. This was a moment in time. This wasn't something that's for the long haul, like 50 Cent's Power song. 50 Cent's Power theme song. It's for the long haul, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be hearing this for a while. You dig? So we gotta make it make sense. We gotta make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen, because this is crazy, man. This is wild. You dig? Oh, champ, if you ain't smashed the like button, smash that like button. But gang, this, I don't know, man. I think that T.I. made the wrong response and the wrong decision, and he's slipping up in his words. Could seem like he's admitting to something that he has been accused of, champ, on the low. Again, saying that you're pimping in 2026 is not the best thing to do, especially after what we've seen with Diddy. This is only gonna get bad, and it's crazy enough that T.I. is a Diddy supporter as well as Tiny. So again, is some clues on some things that are publicly known or not so publicly known that paint T.I. and Tiny as potential predators. Shit, I'm not gonna lie. You dig? That's what it looks like. We could just go and look and see for ourselves. Shit, you dig? We gonna see for ourselves, but apparently it's not looking too good on the Harris family side, because if they keep dropping records, it's the more that they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot. People are already growing tired of this anyway, and it's dragging out for whatever reason. All right, but something is gonna be done soon that is definitely gonna nuke this entire situation. But gang, how do y'all feel about all this in the comment section? What shall come of all this madness, gang? What's next? Is there still gonna be more T.I. and Harris family diss tracks? When is the documentary gonna drop, and how damaging will it be? Listen, I need you to let me know how y'all feel in the comment section, man. Smash up on the like button, please. Make sure you hit the hype button as well, because the hype button is the most essential and important part of making the Mayor's channel grow. And make sure you subscribe to the Mayor right now. Turn the notification bells on for all of the Mayor's updates. And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. You ready, gang? It's the Mayor. The one and only New York Mayor, F. Mom Donnie. And you're rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham. And you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.